Right, I'm here with Julian. Looking forward to Christmas on the back of that very, very good win against Crystal Palace today. How are you feeling, bro?
It was an excellent win, a really, really excellent win. Offensively, I think we were nigh on perfect, apart from a few.
Yeah, I was going to say, we're a bit sloppy at times in that game. Do you think it really warrants that sort of effusiveness that you were just about to tell me about?
Yeah, well, what I said was offensively, I thought we were nigh on perfect, but defensively, I thought that we were a little susceptible. And for me, the obvious substitution was bringing on Declan Rice, because as soon as we brought him on, it was obvious. I mean, Arteta obviously knows exactly what he's doing, but I don't have as much clue as Arteta, but I could see straight away that there was a massive great hole in the centre of the pitch, and they were exploiting that. They were coming through time and time again. I mean, you only had to look at their goal. It looked like Sunday League football. You know, they just opened up. The way that I think it was Saliba, he didn't actually engage the forward. He just backed off. And although you can say it's a good goal, if an Arsenal player doesn't put a challenge in, then for players in the Premier League status, they do exactly that. They put the ball in the net. No one puts a challenge in on them. So I thought it was actually a weak goal to concede.
Yeah, I think you're right. But let's talk about, you've mentioned how brilliant we were offensively. Let's talk a little bit about Gabriel Jesus. I spoke to Lee Judges earlier. The obvious thing is to say his confidence is back, but he's really looking good right now.
Yeah, he's looking good. I mean, the first goal for me was a poacher's goal. It was an opportunist goal. There was a little bit of confusion in the centre of the area. The ball ran to him, but the thing was, he was alive to it. He got himself in the right position. I think a player like him, he's always put himself in the right positions to score goals. He just hasn't had the confidence to put the ball in the net. But he didn't actually have to think, because he put himself there, bang, and it was in the back of the net. So I thought that was excellent. The second finish, totally different. You know, it was like through the eye of the needle. You know, I from where I was sitting, it didn't look like the shot was on. They had a lot of players back Palace, bang, right in the top corner. Really, really impressive.
No, it was.
However, what wasn't so impressive was his hat-trick. You know, and should have been.
Because the Havertz goal, we thought that was going to slide in, but obviously Havertz put that in. But then in the second half, he had probably the easiest chance he would have had all game, and he didn't quite take it, did he?
Yeah, I mean, for the Havertz goal, I wouldn't fault him at all. I mean, I'm not sure if they get an assist off the post, but it was worthy of an assist because it was a really good header. He put it, he angled it completely away from the goalkeeper. Quite unfortunate that it hit the post, but then Havertz puts the ball in the net. What wasn't so impressive was him missing from just a few yards, which was the easiest chance. However, when your luck's in, and I feel that his luck is in, it didn't matter, did it? Because we still got the goal.
Anyone else stand out for you today?
I think Martinelli. For me, I was really, really impressed with Martinelli.
Had a few groans in the background there. State your case.
Well, he scored a goal.
He scored a goal, but some would argue that he was a bit sloppy at times. I'll put it that way. I had a few moans and groans behind me in the ground a couple of times. But listen, you know, he worked hard, as he always does, got a goal. But you're saying you thought he was impressive, yeah?
Well, for me, he was impressive. And when I was growing up, when I was playing football, if you were stronger on your right foot, you normally played on the right side. And if you're stronger with your left foot, then you played on the left side. Things seem to have changed somewhat now, and it seems to be in reverse. But when he's gone onto the right side, he was able to put a brilliant cross in, because he's right-footed. And to me, his weakness is cutting in. And putting him on the right side, I think, exploited the best of him. He's put in a couple of good crosses. He's scored a goal. I don't see how you can say that he didn't have a good game.
No, I'm not saying that. I heard a few moans behind me. But,
there's someone here that seems to allude.
We'll hear from him later.
But
this is your call. Let's talk about Martin Odegaard. I thought he was good today.
Yeah, look, offensively, they were all good. The downside for us is the Saka injury. For me, he's one of he's pretty much our best player, him and Odegaard. And I'm not a doctor, but I have a very good friend who is a club doctor, and he can assess things pretty quickly just from being able to watch TV footage, and his diagnosis isn't good at all.
Really?
Yeah, he called it, and if I can remember the name of it, a proximus hamstring injury, he thought it was. And one of the biggest...
That's hamstring in new money.
Well, it is a hamstring, but it was quite a severe one.
Oh, really?
And one of the reasons that he's concerned is that the physio didn't actually assess him. He didn't assess him, which means that it was obvious that he had to go off straight away. The way that he went down apparently would indicate that he's got that injury. Now, if that is true, we're looking at a minimum of 6 weeks.
Wow.
Minimum of 6 weeks, possibly 3.
I do hope you're wrong.
Well, it's not me, it's the doctor, so I am just the messenger. So minimum of 3 weeks, could well be up to 6 weeks. If it requires surgery, we might not see him for the rest of the season.
Damn. Really?
Well, that's what I've been told on medical advice. But he's only seen it on TV. Tomorrow he goes for a scan and we'll find out whether the doctor's right.
Well, you know what? Thanks for that information, hot off the press. But
Yep.
listen, I do hope you're wrong, because if that is the case, then it's surely taking a bit of shine off the victory today. But I've got to ask you, I asked Lee before you, do you think things are back on track now with that win? We got the win during the week as well. I know that was in the Carabao Cup, but confidence seems to be up. City lost again today. Do you think that we'll be, fighting for that title in the coming weeks, months?
Okay, well, I think City are out of it. I'm going to put my neck on the block on that one. The way City are playing, if they come back into it, for me, that's going to be the biggest turnaround that I've seen in Premiership history, other than when Arsenal win it.
But let's forget about City for 1 second. Well, I'm talking about Arsenal now. Are you seeing signs that we can definitely mount a challenge and win this title?
I'm seeing signs that Arsenal are going to mount a challenge. However, I'm going to be able to answer that question a lot easier in about 24 hours after seeing Chelsea and Liverpool play their games. For once, I want to see a Spurs victory. Come on, you Spurs.
Okay, thank you very much.